Hey everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Charlotte Pridmore. I'm founder of All Woman, and today we're going to be talking about expectations and shoulds. Now, as women, we have to wear many different hats. We are friend, partner, mother, daughter, sister, business owner, business partner, colleague, all the things. And one of the things that I think most women will relate to is just feeling the weight of expectations and shoulds that rain down on us on a daily basis. One of the most depressing areas, I think, where this affects us is motherhood. Now, depending on how you were brought up, you will mother and parent in a similar way, unless that wasn't a positive experience, and then sometimes we go completely the other way. Depending on what our parents did for a living, could have an influence on what we do for a living, or our attitude to work, like work ethic, our expectations for what we think we can achieve, all the things. How your parents' relationship was affects how your expectations of your relationship was, how your relationships run, like what's the expectation between the two of you. But what if these expectations don't work for you? Like, what if there's things where, like, this actually doesn't make me happy, like I wish we didn't do this, or I wish I did something else, or whatever it is, depending on whatever we're talking about. For me, there was definitely in all areas elements that worked because, I had great parents, but there was also elements that really didn't work for me. But for so many people, it's just, that's the way it is. So whether you're looking at life in general, your relationships, your work, your parenting, whatever area you're looking at, they all come with their own expectations and shoulds. Some of these are generational, some of them are global, some of the effects of the patriarchy, whatever it is, we feel them. And trying to live up to them is one of the main reasons I feel that women lose themselves, like lose their identity. It's something I hear all the time, like I just don't remember who I am, like I just don't know what makes me happy anymore. We can be so busy trying to be everything to everybody that we just are exhausted, and we wake up one day and think, I actually don't know what makes me happy anymore, which is a really bloody bleak place to be. But there are a few simple things that you can do about it, and I want to help you find a little bit more balance and maybe even out the status quo. One of my favorite quotes is by a philosopher called Rumi. The quote goes like this: I am not who I think I am. I am not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. I'll say it again. I am not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. It's brilliant. Like, once you get your head around it, it will literally blow your mind. Meaning that expectations and shoulds are often self-imposed. We build our own cages. So I want to share with you some steps that will help you slowly, gently, and with a little bit of grace, just move back into a little bit of place of balance where you can start to feel more yourself. You can start to own your life a little bit more and let go of some of these shoulds and expectations. Number one, look at your life as a series of buckets. Okay? So you could even draw them, and you could have as many as you like. You could have life. You could have relationships. You could have parenting. You could have money, work and career, adventure, lifestyle. As many buckets as you like, whatever feels good to you. But write down your buckets on a piece of paper, draw a bucket with the name written in it. Step 2, underneath it, write what's working for you and what's not working for you. And be really, really honest. No one else has to read it, no one else has to see it. Step 3, be really, really prepared to take massive personal responsibility. Look at the things that aren't working for you, taking full responsibility, so not blaming anything else or looking for reasons why it's the way it is. Take full responsibility and say, what can I do about this? What can I do about it? Am I doing this because I feel obligated? Am I doing it because I want to look good in front of my mum, my friends, the other school mums? Will I worry what people will think of me if I don't do this? 4, decide what you are willing to let go of or do differently, and do it. It doesn't have to be a huge shift. The great thing about this is that most of the time, no one will even notice. Because one of the things I noticed when I started to do this is when I started to say no to things that I didn't want to do, that no one cared. They just went and found somebody else to do it, or they just understood why I'd said no. They didn't need an explanation or ask for one. And for me, it was a massive win. For them, it was nothing. So we, like I said, we create this conversation in our head. We create the situation that, if I don't do it, so-and-so is going to think bad of me, or she's going to think I'm a bad mum, or she's going to think I'm a bad friend, or she's going to think. We have to just own it. It might just, so for you, it might just be, saying no when appropriate. And so, and including yourself in the decision process, because this sounds really simple, but for most of the part, when I work with women, they don't even consider their needs in a decision-making process when being asked to do something, or in the decision-making process when the day is being set up or the week is being planned out. It's, what can I do for everybody else that makes their life run better? And we don't include ourselves in the conversation. So it could be as simple as that, but it's a really, really good place to start. Number 5, keep asking, what makes me happy? And listen for the answers. Write them down and be prepared to do something about them. What makes me happy? Because this is a question that I bet you haven't asked yourself in quite a while. And it's a question that when I've asked clients, that they struggle to tell me the answer. And if you struggle, what's really important about this is that what makes you happy, what brings you joy? And the answer can't be seeing my kids happy. That's a given. We all want to see our kids happy. That's a standard. What actually makes you happy? What brings you joy? And what happens as well is that if we have, if adventure, for example, was one of your buckets, if you had a sense of adventure when you were younger, and that sense of adventure has completely gone out of your life, like there is no adventure, that everything is predictable, there's no spontaneity, but that's something that used to light you up. Look at, how can I bring more spontaneity into my life? How can I bring more adventure into my life? Is there something I can do? Because we don't create an amazing life by chance. We create it by choice. And we create it by knowing what makes us happy, being prepared to do something about it, and being prepared to let go of the things that don't, with less concern about how that impacts everybody else, what everybody else is going to think. It's easier said than done, but it is something that can be really subtly done over time. And I guarantee if you did this for a month, within a month's time, you will feel more content, freer, more yourself, less tired, less overwhelmed, and just be on the road to getting back to a sense of identity that you're really, really pleased with and really, really proud of. So I hope that's helped. I hope you have a great week, and I'll speak to you soon.